So art and design blogs. They are a really great way to network and to promote your artwork because they reach a really broad audience. And they're really geared toward attracting buyers.
What's a good one?
I would say designsponge.com. Yeah, I'll have a list. I'll have like additional lists of all these types of websites like on my blog, so they can kind of check them out and see what they are. There's an overwhelming number of art and design blogs out there, so you're gonna have to just. Oh my god. It's ashesandmilk.com /blog. So this is Design Sponge, and if you're going to get on any blog, this is the blog to get on. But she posted a really nice article that was written by other design bloggers about how to get published on their blogs, and it's at, I don't know if you guys can see that at the bottom of the link, but I'll have this posted to my blog and I'll have the link. And the last way to promote your artwork is through art social networking sites, which are pretty much like MySpace or Facebook, and you can upload your portfolio and your profile, become friends with other artists who have like similar aesthetics, who may have leads to where you can showcase or sell your work. Sites like this don't expect your work to be sold through it. They're really geared toward artists and networking with other artists, and they don't really reach out to like patrons.
Was that this question? Which one Oh, what?
Yeah, artist networking sites like Behance. Yeah, the last one. Like Behance and Deviant Art's another one.
Yeah,
What was the first one you said?
Behance network.
This is one. You can do spray graphic. This is a really nice one, actually. This is a nice one. So I encourage you to explore all ways of promoting and selling your artwork online. It doesn't hurt to get on to as many of these sites as possible, and to reach out to as many people as you can. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to view this, but I'm not going to read it out loud. But it's an excerpt that I really like by this guy called Ardon that I actually found through a design blog. Just a note, if you do end up putting your work online, you will probably get some criticism, and most people are going to be supportive and they're going to give you positive feedback. But, I guess we all know that there's the occasional snobbery, douchebag, somebody that, just someone just being mean, and, but don't let that discourage you. Just get your work out there in as many places as you can.
I actually take the negative comments as I'm doing something that's actually interesting for people to have such a strong feelings about it. So that's one way to look at it too. Whenever somebody comes to me when they're, oh, so-and-so is trashing this or that, it's like, good, people are noticing it and talking about it. So you're doing your job.
Barbara, you got a comment?
Yeah, can you read at least a little bit of it, because some of this is hard to read, and people with the audio recording will be able to see.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Read the whole thing.
Okay, all right. Oh, okay. So it says, do not covet your ideas. Give away everything you know, and more will come back to you. You remember from school other students preventing you from seeing their answers by pasting their arm around the exercise book or exam paper. It's the same at work. People are secretive with their ideas. Don't tell them that. They'll take the credit for it. The problem with hoarding is you end up living off your reserves. Eventually you'll become stale. If you give away everything you have, you're left with nothing. This forces you to look, to be aware, to replenish. Somehow, the more you give away, the more comes back to you. Ideas are open knowledge, don't claim ownership. They are not your ideas anyway, they are someone else's, they are out there, floating on the ether. You just have to put yourself in a frame of mind to pick them up. And I really like that because it's something that happens when you get online because so many people are on the net and there's this exchange of ideas that's just happening like super fast. So I like that. I thought it was very appropriate.
And that ties in with one way that I see the world, and I think a lot of other people do too, that it's full of opportunity. I think people like us who are making a living as artists see the world as a very wealthy place with lots of opportunity, and that we can focus. It's just focusing in on how to get that.
And I'll have a follow-up to this presentation at my blog, which is ashtonmilk.com.
Nikko, thank you. Before we start the couple, I had a couple of questions. One is, what do you think is the best way for your typical studio artist, okay, me, to you sell their work online of all the 6 things that you gave, and I know you said do a combination, but
Yeah.
what is the most effective?
What's the most effective?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it really depends on the type of work that for instance,
My work.
Your work. Your work. I think you would do really great with an online art gallery. And definitely art design blogs, art social networking sites, and then you were mortar. I think the only thing that probably you would want to stay away from is the Amazon model e-commerce site. Because it can happen, but like if you're on Etsy, I think the price point hits certain, it's lower. Right? If you want to sell something at a higher price point, you're better going to an online gallery and then promoting yourself on design blogs and going to art social networking sites.
Okay, thank you. And,